I'm Ronan. Come up. One of my favourite things about my house is my skylights. Because my place is quite small, it's really important that it's really bright, and I just love that I can lie on the floor or be just sitting on my sofa and I can just see the sky outside and the trees blowing in the wind, and it just makes the space feel really, it makes the space feel really expansive. Even though he doesn't love it because then he can see his reflection and sometimes he thinks he's got friends in the sky. They just make me feel like I can catch air at any time and just have space, even though I'm like right in a city. I love my bathroom, not only because it matches my dog and it's funny when he sits in the shower, but I love that in the mornings when I'm in the shower and the sun comes in, I can feel the sun on my skin while I'm in the shower. It feels like I'm on holiday. I love the floor. A benefit is that it's heated, so in winter it's so cozy in here. I would light my candles when it's dark and it just feels so warm and cozy, and I feel really contained in this space. I just spend ages in here even if I'm not like using the bathroom. I have mirrors dotted all around my home. I have mirrors facing each other in my living room and in my bathroom because my place is quite compact but has loads of light, and I love being able to see the outside when I'm inside. My bedroom is quite pink and warm, and the light is so beautiful in there in the mornings, and I love being able to see that light reflected in my hallway. I just love the way that mirrors expand my home and allow me to enjoy all the little corners of it even when I'm sat in one position. Because I have so many beautiful photo books and art books in my home that I never really get to look at, or I don't think I make enough effort to look at them. I like to lay one out to an open page on my table that I change around. This book at the moment, my feature book, is called Colombianos by Amanda Watkins, and it's a photo book and a context book about a subculture in Mexico, in Monterrey. I just was super taken by the visual and by the music and by the way they dance. Movement and dance is like really important to me in general. Every morning my day starts with like dancing around my living room and my kitchen. I leave my sweetie bookmark in here as well to keep my page open even if it's windy. I'm really lucky to know a lot of artists, and like a lot of my friends are artists, and because I teach and like sometimes mentor and also now have the gallery, I'm often working with a lot of new artists, so I have the luxury of often having pieces of artwork from people who it's like their first print that they've sold or they're friends of mine. So the artwork I have around me is really special. I really believe that everything in my space needs to fill me with love, or at least makes me feel something when I look at it. I move things around all the time because I like my space to feel renewed and regenerative and not too stagnant. I've got these sort of rogue sculptures lying around my house from when, in lockdown, I really wanted to do something with my hands. I just really wanted to explore, and I wanted to do something that was really visceral and really just came kind of like from my soul into a piece. And I've always been really inspired by faces. That's really what drives my practice and my work. So even though they're mad heavy, really delicate, and Imani's always trying to lick them, I love having these in my space because they really just remind me to try new things and remind me that my practice can kind of be ever expanding and ever evolving. This is just a space in my home that I love. It kind of came out of the fact that there's no storage in this house whatsoever, so I needed to have storage and somewhere to hide, you know, food and stuff that's not beautiful to have on display. But it's turned into an area that I really appreciate. Two of my favourite photo books on this corner because it's the first thing I see. So I've got the Kitchen Table series by Carrie Mae Weems and a monograph by Zanele Maholi, who are two of my favourite photographers. And then Joy Gregory, who's now like a friend and a mentor and an artist that I've always looked up to. Objects of Beauty. And actually this book really changed my work, my photo practice, because it really just showed me that as a photographer, it's okay to expand out of portraiture and explore other methods and mediums of storytelling. It's so important to me that I have these little touch points within my space that comfort me and inspire me and show a part of my story. I've transitioned my home into a space that I try not to work at too much, but because my work is so close to my heart, there are little notes that either just remind me, like kind of like link them in I think a more healthy way than me sat here like working here all the time and not knowing when to shut off. My home's become a space I can really relax in.